live at Studio B. This is your day-to-day BYU sports play-by-play. We're into August and into BYU football fall camp. Alongside Blaine Fowler, I am Spencer Linton. Yesterday, our colleague Dave McCann spoke at length with BYU football head coach Kalani Sitake, one-on-one after practice to go in-depth everything the coach saw and that stood out to the man in charge. This is Dave McCann, one-on-one with Kalani Sitake.
Coach, welcome back. Your 9th time opening up a fall camp at BYU. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I'm getting old, man. I mean, I'm really honored and excited that we're going into the 9th season that I've been here. But you know, growing up BYU, it's football season just makes sense around the fall, and so just really excited that we can get to the season. Obviously, not happy about how everything went last year, but really excited about what we've done so far in 24 and looking forward to this season. It's going to be a lot of fun. Considering
all of that, does this start mean the most to you? I mean, you've had 8 previous starts, but this seems to be the big one.
Yeah, I think it's because this is the next one, you know. But I think the guys have had this huge sense of urgency to get back on the field the entire year, and so there's been a different feeling to this year than others. Maybe it's because of the the performance that wish we would have done better, and so a lot of guys. It's also there's some new things last year. It's uncharted territory, and so now we know what to expect, and we want our guys to, they want to be at their best, and I don't think we're at our best consistently enough last year. We're looking forward to doing that this time.
Down in Las Vegas, you said to the media when they were asking about expectations, they said people don't know what you guys know. And today was your first taste of seeing that, and you feel that what you've got going on here is kind of a secret?
Yeah, well, I think everybody's just focused on what they saw last year, but we had some really cool moments and some moments that didn't look as good, but we know what we're about, and like I said, I get to see it every day. I see the improvement that these guys have made from last year to this year, even from spring ball to now, and so I'm just really excited, and I wouldn't be excited if I didn't have high expectations from this group. But we know it's going to take a lot more work. We utilize all the practice time that we have, and we're really antsy and ready to get going.
Quarterback is always a story in your program. When you have 2 of them, it's a bigger story. Jake Bohannon or Gary Bohannon, Jake Retzlaff. How do you see that playing out? And do you kind of already know who you're going to go with?
No, I mean, I'm thankful that we have those 2 and that we have 2 more. And so I like that. I don't expect us going to 4 quarterbacks, but this is a violent game, so you never know. And we just want to be ready for everything. And it just happens that we have guys that have all played Division I football and have started games in Division I football. I don't know how many programs can say that. We can. It just happens that Jake and Gary are the ones that are going to compete for the starting spot. But the other 2, Trayson and McKay, are in competition too. So the goal is for all of us to get better, and competition will do that. And I look forward to seeing who emerges as a starting quarterback. But it'll be the guy that we can count on the most to put points on the board and to get us wins.
Maybe the biggest question mark out of all 4 is Gary, because he didn't play last year, and the question on his shoulder, and is he healthy? He looked fine today. All the guys during the summer said he's throwing just fine. Any hesitation at all physically for Bohannon?
No, it's a night and day difference for him even from spring ball to now. It's why the competition. I mean, I thought Jake did a great job too, and Trayson and seeing those guys, the quarterbacks play, but. We knew that he could be healthier. We knew that he'd be in a better position. Today was proof of that. And when we saw him throw the ball and not have to worry about it, I think he was a little guarded in spring ball, and let the competition begin. I mean, I think Jake looked great too. So their job is to make it hard on all of us, all 4 of them. But those 2 specifically are supposed to make it really hard on myself and A-Rod. And it wouldn't hurt to have all 4 guys be ready to roll and win games with them. And we go with the guy that's leading the way. But that's the goal, is to make sure that we get the right guy that earned it, and that all the other 3 make sure that they improve and get better as well.
Offensive line was such a concern for you coming out of last season that you changed coaches. So TJ Woods is on the job for his first fall camp at BYU. We've heard amazing things about him. How is he resonating with that group up front?
Is a real deal, and then you don't need me to say it. You can ask the players that he's coaching. I think if you ask Connor and Kime and all the guys, that they'll tell you the same thing. So, and it's not because he's easy, So he puts them through a lot of hard work, but he's instructing them and he's working with them and he's mentoring them. So I think they understand the game and the scheme a lot better. That's just one of the ways that we've improved. But I know that those guys coming back and having some experience behind them is going to be helpful for our team. But TJ's an amazing coach. That's why we brought him here.
First official fall practice with Keanu Hill playing at tight end. How's that looking?
Yeah, he looks great. I mean, he's big and heavy now, so he's way different. The number one doesn't look the same that he used to, but he can block and he's doing all the things right. I think he's been a great leader for us and our team. I'm just looking forward to him, breaking plays, and that's whether he has the ball in his hands or not. He makes an impact on the field.
Running the football, another concern coming in. Hinckley Rapati, Miles Davis, LJ Martin. What else?
Yeah, I mean those are the three that you mentioned, and then you have Pokai and Sione, and there's and Jovessa. So there's guys that we know that can play, but I think the bulk of the reps will go to those three that you mentioned, and they got to compete. But we know that Hinckley can do it. We know that LJ can do it, and we know that Miles can do it. So I don't understand. I know that people have some concern, but those three have all played a lot of games, and this isn't going to be brand new to them. And so I'm actually feeling a lot more confident with them than everybody else.
Let's finish on a bit of a downer with Ben Bywater, who announcing after practice that his days are over. Here's a guy who's been your leading tackler whenever he's been on the field, and now he's gone. Did you see it coming? Were you able to prepare that you might not have him, or how big of a blow is this? Yeah,
we knew that this could be a possibility, and it's why we brought Jack from the portal. It's why we moved guys like Ice Moa to linebacker. It's why we brought Che on our team from linebacker. So we've kind of prepped for it and anticipated that this could be a possibility, but also wanted to improve our depth and competition. I think the other guys are ready to go. I think they're ready to replace him, and it's going to be hard to replace Ben, but I know we're closer to do it with these guys, with Ace Kafusi and Isaiah Glasker and Harrison Taggart, and so I mean all these guys are ready to go. There's a lot of talent there. I'm leaving out a bunch of guys too, but I feel good about them. I mean, Ciala Serra's back, so there's a bunch of guys and a lot of talent, and we'll still need Ben to be a leader and to teach them and mentor them along the way. So his role has just moved from player to coach, and it's what he did second half of the year last year, so he's used to it. It's just unfortunate that we weren't able to get him back and be ready, but it was a devastating injury. So my concern is for him and his livelihood after, like what's the lifestyle is going to be like, and there's still a chance that he could play football. It's just not the risks are not going to. It's not going to be this year. It's just way too high of a risk to put him into that much, and that'd be inappropriate for us to ask him to do that. So we're really thankful for him. I mean, I love Ben. That's my guy. I personally recruited him, so we have a great relationship. I love his family, and so we're looking forward to him getting healthy and then him still being part of our team, just in a different role.
The trainers are saying it's a mandatory ice plunge for everybody at practice. Does that include you?
No. I think the players, there's mandatory conditioning too. I'm not doing any of that, so I will not be doing the mandatory ice plunge. That's for the guys that did all the sweating. I've been chewing gum and eating sunflower seeds. I don't need that right now. I mean, maybe if it keeps getting hotter, I might have to do it just for a quick second. But yeah, these guys need all the work and they need all the recovery. I won't waste any resources on me.
Welcome back. It's good to see you.
Let's go. Go Cougs. Love you guys.